G'day and hello beautiful people, it is Mimo here. Welcome back for some more Walking Dead Road to Survival. This one is all about the newest feature to the game, Faction Assault. We're going to go through all the basic logistics when it comes to the Faction Assault and also the tutorial. Damage contributed by each faction member goes towards defeating the boss. All progress is shared across the faction. Faction Assault attacks are limited and reset when the counter ends. Your counter is located in the left hand corner there in the yellow, as you can see it counting down. In Faction Assault, you can only use a character once before they lock. They will unlock when that attack timer resets. So basically what that means is you can only use a toon once every 24 hours. Your timer starts at the 24, and until that 24 hours is over, then you can use that character once again. So really important to have a huge variety within your roster and have a really solid 5 or 6 teams. You need quite a few teams. You think of territories also locks your players out. Now my faction members done all the work. I pretty much swooped in right at the end for this one. They cleared the road all the way up to the tier 2 boss Negan. Now why did we go the tier 2 boss? Just to really dip our toes in the sand and get into the whole experience of Faction Assault and sort of work out how not only we gel as a team and how much damage we can do, but how the whole thing works, so that the next time we're able to up the tier definitely to tier 3, tier 4. We defeated the boss quite quickly in the end. As you can see here, they cleared the path all the way from the ammo factory to the training ground up to the big man himself, the tier 2 boss Negan. Only an S1 recommended team grade. Like I said, quite easy for us. So if your faction is yet to declare a Faction Assault, definitely if you have a really strong team, go the higher tiers, go tier 3, tier 4, get the better rewards. Tier 2, unlimited time was quite easy. We finished it within a few hours. So all bosses have resistance skills, meaning they are immune or strong against certain statuses. As you can see here, if you're scrolling down this resistance skill tab, it will show you all the skills. It can be, the boss can be immune to some skills and also just have a percentage like minus 75 for the attack and defense down, that it cancels it out. It is dependent on what boss you get, what tier boss, to what skills they have and what resistance they have. Now a boss stage has different components, each with a different strength, weakness and role. The components tab will give you current phase stats. So you got skills and then you got your other active components. So you got every 6 turns deals 300 burn damage for 3 turns to up to 3 enemies. And then the other one here, Negan cannot be attacked until the mine plow is destroyed. Every 7 turns grants 20% HP to Negan, which, you know, when he starts firing with that whole tank thing, that's scary. It's probably more scary than it does damage at the tier 2 rate, but definitely a bit scary. So that's all your components right here. I'm going to go ahead, we can see all your resistance here. They are immune to some. If you want to know what these little symbols are and what the immunity is, you just click on it and it will tell you how much you resist by the percentage, and also if they're immune, what skills they're immune to. I think most people can get it from the symbols in there. And then you also got the boss skill here, which is defense down. When being attacked, a better chance to cause minus 20% defense for the 2 turns. Now no requirements for our team here, so it's open waters. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. It's open waters. You can choose whatever, whoever, whenever, everything you want, I guess. Oh, well, you can only choose the 5 players, but everything within those 5 players. So we'll move on to a fight here. We'll just do the tutorial and then I'll do a playthrough of a fight. A boss has multiple phases, each with different strengths and weaknesses. Each phase is represented by a different coloured HP bar. Now as you can see, phase 4 out of 4, he's on the final tier here of the phase. So like I said, I swooped him right at the end. My faction members done all the work here and I just come in at the end to really get what's down, you know, learn about what it's about. By destroying the core component, all targets will be vulnerable, giving you a 2 times trait advantage for the next 2 hours. That thing, I can tell you from experience, obviously this is pre-record, that thing was hard to destroy. It was an alert thing too. Really hard to destroy. It just had a huge amount of health, but the plow is the first thing you definitely want to destroy. The mine plow is deflecting all damage away from Negan. Destroy it now. So you want to destroy that one first. It took me actually quite a few attacks. I didn't know what the hell I was doing the whole time I was playing this. It took me a few attacks to actually, well, I'd learnt that the mine plow being from this tutorial, I needed to destroy that first, but when it came to the other components, I didn't realize you could attack Negan directly, and I was trying to get the opponents the components, the other ones here on the tank rather than him. But by this time around, as you can see here, I learnt that you could actually attack Negan. So I'll leave you with this little bit of attack right here, and then we'll move on to some more chat. Well, lucky me, swoop in and steal the victory. Yep, that's how I roll. As you can see there, ended up defeating him, done a fair bit amount of damage. Definitely 6 stars, recommend 6 stars for this faction assault. So they just do a huge amount of damage. Look at Shiva's rate there, she's almost double any of my 5 stars. Just purely because their attack is so high and their stats are so high to begin with. They just do a huge amount of damage, and then her rush goes off and it's just incredible. So boss defeated, final results are being calculated. Please come back later. What the hell that mean? Wait, what? Much to my surprise, you have a little leaderboard which determines the prizes you actually get. I didn't actually know about this, not that I'd done much research into Faction Assault before playing it. So I ended up in 4th. I swooped him right at the end, definitely just swooped my way all the way up to 4th. The top 3 done a huge amount of damage and probably got the team majority of the way through those 4 little hurdles before you got to the boss. But that's how it all works. Depending on the place you get is dependent on the amount of course, assault markers you'll get to spend the depot and things like that. But best of luck with your Faction Assault, and as always, thank you for watching.
There's a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the shadows.